Hello, YouTubers and subscribers and friends. Being camera, here we go.
Whatever! Hey, YouTubers and friends, Alexis is Airplane 312 here. The timing of what Grant was doing. Just the timing. We're talking about a little bit about door dashing stuff. And then we're also going to talk about how quality magically out of thin air.
Yeah. Well, they sent a bunch of spam emails yesterday, the typical stuff from safety, and then what's this one they send all the time. And then I didn't check the email in the afternoon because I just saw the 3 other ones come through, which is the normal spam, like don't put extra miles on units. There's like some cars in Griffin, Georgia that people left their tow car there, and they're trying to get them towed out of there before they get towed, so they want the drivers to go back and get them. Some other junk email like that, so I didn't pay attention to it, and my actual dispatcher emailed me and said there's a run from Billings, Montana to Venice, California, which is just north of LAX, which is the airport in Los Angeles, California. So it could have taken a Billings, Montana truck as of yesterday, which is Friday. But I've already bought the bus ticket 5 days ago.
Yeah, if he would have known that 5 or 4 days ago and stuff, 5 days today, he would have not booked the ticket. He would have booked the ticket from Miles City to Billings, took an Uber or taxi.
Got the bus took the bus down there for $70. Took an Uber or Lyft or taxi for $20 or something. Yeah, and I would have got all the way there for like around $90.
Yeah, roughly $90 to $92. And then we figure it was $1,004. So you figure $92 for the bus and Uber or taxi, $350 worth of fuel, $350 again for the plane ticket
from LAX back to Chicago. But I would have roundabout way would have got to Goshen, Indiana way cheaper than it cost me, because it cost me $200 than just the bus ticket over there and the hole on the credit card that I have to pay back after this first truck run.
And you would have got $200 to $212 approximately.
Yeah, roughly. If I'd have taken that truck, I would have come out $212 instead, instead of hitting Goshen with about $1,200 or $230 in the hole to start out with, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, if the dispatcher is trying to get my attention to come back to Goshen, that was their roundabout way of trying to do that, then they must have trucks, which is the good news.
And I told him, say, hey, I wonder if there's any way for you, if they sell that Goshen, Indiana to Billings again, and then from Billings to Venice, California, or Leisure Annis, California.
Yeah. Would have been able to get it. But nope, they were 4 days or 5 days almost late, because I bought the bus ticket last Sunday or Monday, and they sent me that email this Friday, and the bus ticket is tomorrow, which is a Sunday.
And it would have been even funnier if they did have the Billings one. He could have just said, hey, I'll take the Billings one if they'll be willing to hold it for
for the other one, the other one that they posted on, I think it was
5 days and stuff. Then he would have traveled back to Miles City, grab the gun case, which he's not going to be carrying this round.
Yeah. So last Wednesday they posted one in a group of stuff that's for Goshen, Indiana, over to Billings, Montana again. That's the one he's talking about. I could have, if I'd have known those two were going to happen, I could have done that. But I didn't know. You know, just here to Billings, back to Billings here would have been expensive by itself. But had I done that with the 2 trucks and the one going to California, it would have worked out.
He would have made approximately $70 to $72 more if it would have been done that way.
Yeah. But that's the latest update. It figures after I buy the bus ticket, then they start sending the good emails that say, here's this run, here's that run that's close to you.
And of course, he books the ticket to...
Chicago, and then I'm going to take a commuter train across Chicago to walk across Chicago to the commuter train, and then take the commuter train out to South Bend Airport again, and take the lift down to Goshen, Indiana, to pick a truck up on Monday.
And if Jefferson Greyhound, I think Greyhound Jefferson would have said, hey, if you would have called him up, say, hey, is there any way that you can credit me this much for bus fare, saying it's not refundable, but can you just credit me as a credit for your bus ticket? I will travel with you guys and use fare somewhere else, but somehow for the technical terms, it's not refundable.
Yeah. Jefferson is completely non-refundable, says in that thing, and then Greyhound will let you adjust it like a couple days further if you had to, but it's not refundable. They just let you adjust the trip, which I wouldn't gain anything on that, because he'd have to come back here to do it, to take the trip, or to take the same trip. Other than that, they charge you $20 to adjust it to something else. So it didn't work out, but they could have. But the good news is that dispatcher looking for runs. That means they got a bunch of stuff they're trying to move, or she wouldn't bother doing that to begin with. Which is the good news. So Monday, hopefully everything will be busy.
If he would have known that 5 days ago, he would have said, okay.
Yeah.
And he could have hitched a ride with someone or book a bus ticket.
Yeah, that would have worked out a lot better. It would have been way cheaper to just at the max pay $70 or $90 to get there, instead of $230 worth to go the other way and be in the hole.
He would still been in a hole for the $80, $100, but
but only half as much as it would be as going to be now. But I'm gonna pay it off at the first trip. Hopefully they give me like a 600 or 700 mile lease trip, not 1,000 or 2,000 miles. That'd be nice.
He's hoping for 2,100.
Yeah, they posted a lot of nice long trips last week. I'll have to see what they do this week. They sent me that other email saying they're going to double it up on this coming Monday. So hopefully that they don't mean short runs, they mean long runs. But who knows? I'll have to find out. But maybe they're getting busy.
If he gets 2 1,000 runs from Goshen, Indiana to Texas, he will do those. But he needs to make at least approximately $6,000, $6,000 to $7,000.
Mm-hmm.
For the bus ticket, for the gun, thanks a lot to me.
Yeah.
And now a vehicle that we found.
Yeah, so right now we're at $2,000 for 2 guns, technically, roughly right in the middle of it. And then $4,000 for a car, give or take, by the time we fix it and all that.
But if we can get the vehicle, roughly we found a vehicle for $3,000.
Yeah,
but if we can fix it up, we're still going to end up closer to $4,000 by the time it's all said and done, with insurance, the plating,
and the tires. It's going to need new tires eventually.
And he's trying to get back on Spark, which he has said now. We found out you can uphill us many times you want.
Mm-hmm. And so the thumbnail of this video is about DoorDash. The darker red card is my personal card for DoorDash, the Dasher card that you get paid with. And then the lighter red card is your shop and pay card for Walgreens. And then here lately in Miles City, they started Ace Hardware on the shop and pay.
And now they're using like a QR code for the scanning deal. So I think they're trying to phase out the plastic cards.
Yeah, eventually they want to just be able to scan it for the QR code. For at least Albertsons is doing that here locally. Some other stores and other markets still use the card, but I think they are trying to phase the shop and pay card out because it's too complicated.
And if they phase this out, they might use your personal card saying, hey, since there's a problem with this stuff, they might tell you to use your pay card where they're paying you on, and they will reimburse you.
Well, DoorDash has really been pushing the Google Wallet lately too, so I think they're trying to get rid of that card for a virtual card, also where you can pay it out of your phone, so they don't have to pay any extra fees for either one of these card companies. Because I think they have a limited time with Crimson, is what that one is called, and they just started it, and I think they only got a couple years contract with it or something. So let's see what happens, but I'm still active on DoorDash, and we're still fighting Spark on an insurance card that they're trying to call as fraudulent.
They say it's fraudulent, but The first part is the first time his name was not on it. That's understandable. Fine, we'll fix it.
Uh-huh.
But they said it was fraudulent deal. It's either through his worldwide where he was on driveway, which is still alive and running company, and he was on using my insurance and stuff. I have no problem. I gave him permission to use my vehicle, so that's not a problem.
Yep, but they decided to make that one fraudulent, or the AI did, or something, and then so I deleted the first account, and now I'm waiting to see if they ever put in either one of the other two accounts. So far, it says I'm not active or not eligible for enrollment, and I appealed the other one, so I don't know.
And
it'd be nice if I get back on Spark.
He's gonna try to do arbitration, and he wants a real person, not an AI computer deal saying, this. We just make a decision for this.
Yeah, because all they got to do is look at the insurance card that we sent in there, and then pull whatever information they need for that, and the insurance company's gonna tell them, oh yeah, he's on there. Okay, there you go, and then we should be live. I don't know what their problem is.
And it really depends on the vehicle and his title and his name. If that's the case, then you should tell the person, say, you have to have your own vehicle, you have to have your license in your name, you have to do this to order to get approved. Yeah, you can understand the insurance part. That's completely understandable.
Yeah. Yep, so we're just waiting to see what happens there. And then I might be back right the day before or right the day after my birthday, which is around the 23rd of November.
If you see the video
which would be the Sunday before Thanksgiving.
If you see a video that's posted today, you'll see at the very end approximately guess of the days that he's either a day before Thanksgiving. If something goes horrible wrong.
Depends on how busy or not they get. I'm going to give them another try again and see. Run out there and see. But if they give me a lot of 500-mile trips, I don't know. This might be the last thing that I do with Quality. Because it's not worth doing if it only pays for each trip and that's it. I don't gain nothing besides the food and that little cost that I need that day to transport something. You know, and if I'm not making any kind of profit on it, there's no point in doing it. But we will see. Maybe the runs will get longer and get more miles, and I can make something on it.
And DoorDash is actually getting a little bit better, but still not as great as Spark.
Spark was averaging, what, 40 or 50 bucks an hour, give or take, something like that.
The lowest that we ever got was the $7 one. But that was pickup and drop off.
Yeah. Which is about what your shopping pays on DoorDash, and then the other ones are a little bit less than that. Or more, it depends on if people tip or not. Spark kind of forces them to tip, so to speak. It's built in the thing. Built in the fees, which is what DoorDash should have, is built in the fees.
Yeah, when I checked the customer feedback questions and answers, it actually says, please tip at least 10% of your purchase to order to get a Dasher. Explain why.
Yep, so that's the latest update that we have. Like and subscribe, leave comments, ring the bell so you get notifications on our videos, and we will see you on the flip.
Peace.
Peace.